Yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. Do the chicken head, gon' let it out. Breathe out, breathe in. Put your back in it, let your knees live. Breathe in.
I ain't pissed me off. I'm looking for this song all morning, but I didn't want to play it off YouTube. Nowhere on screen. That Bad Company soundtrack. I'm like, no, it's on Free City. I know it's on Free City. I'm arguing with myself.
And party animals and me being a rhyme cannibal, flammable, Hannibal, wide banging, it's understandable.
A week after I dropped, Friday, then I got a call from Hollywood Records. Next week, $1 or something for a song.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You can get a single. I got the single. I know you had it. I got a single.
All right, so you just made that.
I sat in the truck for 24 hours. In my driveway. Smoking in the truck for 24 hours. I was running the gas, got some gas, came back, parked back in the driveway, and just finished.
Yeah.
All night. Damn. Found that beat from Toy Boy, and them was like, this it. Called Chocolate Top. What's that dance called? She said, I don't know. It's either chicken head or it's the mono. I said, she called people. I don't know. Let me think. It's chicken head or mono. I said, never mind about it. That's why I put them both in there.
Yeah.
Do the chicken head, do the mono. I said, you're going to just put both in there. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Classic. If you can hear, that's the voice of Ali, but we got to make sure I start this off right, because last time he was on the show, we didn't get the intro.
I'll talk too much.
But we here, man. Like always, this is Eliminate the Doubt, because I'm by myself, but one part of Reason to Doubt, I am Jay Sims. Supreme Pie God. We here again, baby. Like we never left. Eliminate the Doubt. I'm here with a legend, my OG. Always looking out for me when I need a question or something like that. Give him a laugh or two. But he there for me, legendary St. Louis artist, founder of the St. Lunatics. Second time on Reason to Doubt. We here again, man. We here live on location in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to Eliminate the Doubt. Ali.
Yeah.
What's up?
Good. Georgia boy living.
Yeah, you was giving us before we setting up. You was giving us history on Georgia and everything like that. Told us where not to go.
We'll keep 4 hours away. About 400.
Yeah, man. But a lot been going on. We've been everything been good out here for us. I can't complain.
I see.
Told you I'm getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah. Shout out to JR the trainer. I'll be there Monday.
Yeah, shout out to JR doing a good job.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So first thing we're gonna get started, NBA Finals. We here with a diehard Celtics fan.
Yeah.
St. Louis, he always been the St. Louis Celtics. But NBA Finals going on. So I ain't about to ask you who you going for, but what is it gonna be? Celtics and what?
Celtics and 7.
Celtics and 7.
They're gonna push it all the way to 7.
Yeah.
Because last night just killed it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna fight. They're gonna get another one. It's gonna be 7.
Yeah.
They're going all the way because they're gonna go back to their formula.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because every time Golden State get it, it's off of just a big night. You know what I'm saying? That second game 2 was what's his name?
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, with them shots.
Crazy shots, yeah.
So they just kind of like get, Steph went off. So last game, Steph went off. So, but the Celtics it's more solid. You know what I'm saying? They kind of blew it last night, taking silly shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Threes, you ain't need that. You know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't need, but Tatum just going in and going, like they said, not to be fouled, just going.
Yeah.
That layup the night before when they won in Boston. Austin, he laid it up. I'm talking about he up there.
Yeah.
Don't play with him.
Right.
Yeah,
so I feel like Celtics. I think Golden State gonna win. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I'm a Lakers fan.
Right.
So I'm not going for no Celtics. Love Jason Tatum though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad if the Celtics won at all. But we was talking yesterday, and I did a podcast yesterday called Taper Talk. Shout out to Dino. And he asked me about it, and I said, I love Jason Tatum. Wouldn't mind seeing him get that ring, anything like that. Can't be cheering for the Celtics.
Because of the Lakers.
Yeah, because of the Lakers, man. And I think if y'all win, y'all going to tie it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We might be, I think we tied it up already for us visits.
Yeah.
Because we was up.
Uh-huh.
Then y'all got back in within 20. So I think we might be up with wins if we win this.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we back up with wins if we win this. But visits, but if people say they don't like Boston because it's racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you think?
You live in America anyway. So.
Yeah, but no, they had like first black coach.
Yeah.
That don't say racism.
Yeah. See, I think it's more the city though, because you hear them stories Bill Russell tell about. Bill Russell ain't never been back to Boston since the last championship he won or the last game he played. So I think that's what it be. People kind of look at it like the city is that. Kyrie Irving said a couple things about every time he go back.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Along with the team, the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't say like Red Auerbach is racist or whatever like that. Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Maybe the city of Boston. But shout out to the Warriors, the Celtics, Jason Tatum. They was on. Shout out to Math Hoffa and 21 Savage. They got a little confused. They thought well, they didn't get confused, but they say St. Louis people all look alike, I guess.
I added that little part. But I know they was talking about Kiwan because he had the braids, Larry had the braids.
Yeah.
And then, man, Kiwan kind of look alike.
Yeah.
But he was bald head now, so it was really confusing with 21 Savage. He like, man, that's the name he was looking for. He was like, Ali, you sure? Then when he went to slow down, he was like, that's his name. He was waiting on Kiwan.
Yeah. That's all they had to do was say it. Yep.
Yeah, but he ain't getting he ain't getting as much funk as I'm getting in. My name going before Murphy Lee name. I'm like, what?
Yeah, because it's
like, it's all the funk.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the funk. It ain't gonna be out there.
So that's the thing. Your social media, if you don't follow Ali on social media. Do yourself a favor. It's entertaining. Your commentary just on everyday life. It could be from hip hop culture. You schooling people on old school songs, old school records. But then you just see some wild stuff and just your commentary on that. What makes you do the social media so hard? Like, you just enjoy it? Or
How do you pay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's why it was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get paid.
Yeah.
So I pay bills. You know what I'm saying? And then two is me.
Yeah.
You're getting a taste of the one couple people DM me and said, man, you the lunatics. Like, no disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But like his page he don't really do that much on his page.
Mm-hmm.
Kiwan kind of focus on, you know what I'm saying, this Murph, his music, and then his family, his music. He ain't really venturing off too much. I'm the one that's everywhere.
Yeah.
And without being the best with it, I'm the kind of the most entertaining.
Yeah.
So it's kind of showing that just to certain people like, oh, so I can see how you're the lunatic. Do this, do that, do this.
Organizers.
Because I'm mine all over the place.
Yeah.
Mine constantly. My engagement is higher than a lot of people. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm constantly going on. I'm constantly into, you know what I'm saying, just speaking my mind for us, like, about certain topics and certain issues, you know what I'm saying? But it just for us, like, that's just really who I am. I'm into, like, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So I won't just have just my music. Mm-hmm. I won't just have my family. Or I won't just have my clothes. I have kind of what I feel is for. You know what I'm saying? Just to...
Yeah, so with that, you need to start a podcast.
Yeah, I was going to do it. I didn't want to. I wouldn't mind having a podcast.
Yeah.
If somebody could do it and I pay for it or something like that. But it was more, I don't know if because I'm such a cancer to where I don't want to do it today.
Yeah. It's just a consistency to do it every week. Yeah. And that ain't really, it's talking. Like, it's like, I might not want to give my opinion on it. Today.
On that today.
Yeah.
Because I ain't in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Moody. Cancer, so I mean, not been. Or I just didn't want to. I got some I tried to like leave the ticks a lot of times. Like I'm doing different. You know, basketball, and I quit that. You know, came home to the rap group.
Yeah.
I was tripping. We came out, we went diamond. It was cool with me. I was like, and then we do lunatic album. So I kind of did that. I was kind of starting to be like, I'm gonna do something different. What you want to do? I want to open some car washes. Like what? Like I want to do something different. And I always want to do something different. That's that saying I always felt bad about because I knew it was me, but I felt bad about it. The master of what's that saying?
Master of everything is master of nothing.
Yeah, now you're master of none. How's it go? That saying master of everything, but a master of none.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was me. I was into everything, but a master of none. But that wasn't the whole phrase. I just found out that was the rest of the phrase.
Yeah.
But being of everything is better than the master of one.
Right.
So
right.
I know a little bit about. I was a DJ, so I know a lot about DJing. I know about making beats. I made beats first. Then I know about rapping. I know about plumbing. I know about this. I know about that. I ain't a master at none of them.
Yeah.
But if something happened, the lights go off in this piece, boom, boom, and we can't go shopping, and boom, boom. I know how to cut the lights back on good enough.
Yeah.
But you a master at music.
Yeah.
But you can't cut the lights on. So it's better to be a whatever.
Good at a whole bunch of things.
Than a master at one because you can just, So.
Yeah, I feel that. Definitely. So, being your social media, man, I've been waiting to have you on because this happened a while ago, but it's a legendary thing that happened in our culture. I got to talk to you about the Locks versus Dipset versus because I'm a Dipset. I was going Dipset all day. Even though I'm a fan of the Locks, I just grew up Dipset. That was my thing. You are the only one that I seen on social media that believes Dipset still got that.
Yeah, I think that it's certain things why I think Dipset still got it because if you go through the whole battle,
yeah,
I would say the Locks had the whole battle. So that's that. Now the hottest moment was
Dipset Anthem. Yeah,
it wasn't nothing bigger than that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think no, it was clearly nothing bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? I see a town I like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody got that hype all the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Then they killed boy entrance. They started it and stopped it and did too much, and then Jimmy did too much with Ball, and you had them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
and that's what I'm saying. I'm watching it I was watching like a game too. So I'm watching like a basketball game. And you're right, I did see the momentum changing, switching. Like after they dropped this anthem, I was like, okay, they fighting back, it's up. And then like you said, it would go to something else that didn't pan out. Okay. Jimmy, I think Jimmy did his set. Jimmy got good songs by himself, but his set, he got too much New York. He was playing songs that was only popping there. So it's like everybody watching it, like, I don't really know this one and stuff like that. But Jimmy could have played other things. I just think it was all about the strategy and like how the setup they did.
They was just so Harlem cocky as they should have been.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna keep it what it is. That's Harlem cocky. Yeah. Santana got all that shit on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was expecting. Yeah. They just Harlem cocky enough where y'all didn't practice. So y'all didn't put it together, and then y'all didn't prepare. Because me being a DJ first, that's who beat them. Yo, what was Kiss kept yelling? Yo,
play my shit. Yeah.
He had it, and he already knew to where I'm.
No, they was prepared. Yeah.
So
when they say this, we gonna do this. Right?
It was it, but Jimmy, y'all ain't gotta worry about them. Y'all just do what y'all do. But what y'all do is, you know what I'm saying? I'm certified gangsters. You do one verse of that, and then stop it and go into Dipset, City Bird Gang. Go, then, hold on, we ain't done. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was going too long. Y'all was doing whole records.
Yeah.
And that was killing you. Y'all was doing whole records. Y'all shouldn't have been doing whole records. All right, we do that battle again. Let me DJ it on their side and put it together. It's gonna be a hell of a battle.
Right.
Because they won't never let down because y'all know the hype parts and everything. Y'all going to the second verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I felt like it was just funny because I was one of them Dipset fans. I had to say, like, yeah, we was in defeat. And then it was energizing me. I was like, Ali ain't going for that shit. No.
But I was proud because I'm saying is that my frustration was with people saying the locks was hard, and I was mad. Like, what you mean the locks hard? Why you questioning the?
Dipset.
No, the locks wasn't.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I'm mad about. Like, y'all, Sheik's got busy. What?
he gets busy. He gets
like,
busy. He's been getting
like,
busy. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, like, so what are you talking about? Like, y'all tripping if y'all didn't know that. But I grew up on Ron G and the Clue mixtapes. I remember when Locks and Murder Mace was.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that's why people it's like this generation people kind of disrespect Mace because Mace blew up so much mainstream when he came out with Puff and Bad Boy, but they never heard Murder Mace on the Clue tapes. They never heard him really spin like that.
Murder Mace was better than Kiss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they get these lists of back in the day and Mace is held such in a high regard that people really understand, people don't be understanding because they just heard Harlem World and his album, your Puff album or something like that.
Mace when Puff took the murder off.
Yeah.
He like when he took the Loch Ness Monsters.
Yeah.
He took the Loch Ness off the Monster part. You know
The Warlocks.
Warlocks.
Yeah, stuff like that.
The war part off of this damn Loch. So that was smart of Puff.
Yeah.
But if you don't know about them Clue tapes and Cardan and then the writing Cameron, see, he don't write no more. He just, you know what I'm saying, holy moly. Holy poly, they just punching.
Yeah.
But they started that way.
Yeah. And that's Cam. I watched something the other day and Cam was saying, they asked him about why did the dumbest slow it down like that. He said, if you listen to my first album, I was saying a whole bunch of shit on there, but it was going over people's head. And he broke it down to where he talking to a girl. And I would say it's the other artist I told. Shout out to Money to Plug, a couple of little artists I fool with. But I'm telling them, he broke it down. I was telling her, I think this way back in the day, like I'm telling her Nas is better than Jay. Nas, she like, yeah, I like Nas, but Jay, I don't want to hear that shit in the club. Like, I want to hear Jay, cause Nas, I feel like I need a dictionary. I think about it and shit like that. And after that, he changed his whole kind of swag up a little bit. He said he was making songs that have lines in it where it'd ring off in the club. Just the lines that ring off in the club. Yeah.
And then we came up.
Yeah.
And before that, who brought us out was from Harlem.
Yeah.
And then he teasing them. You know what I'm saying? My boy, they good. So Cam went back and started over.
Yeah.
When he got him a murder from Santana.
Oh yeah.
When he got Freeze the Kid, slow down, put it together. You know what I'm saying? He put it here because that was the wave at the time. We was the wave. You know what I'm saying? We was pressure on you with your crew. Fat Joe would be like, yo, y'all was pressure. Bring the whole crew after y'all came out. Nelly got everybody with him. Got the whole crew. Yeah. He got nigga on stage that don't rap. So everybody got the homeboy that's like, yo, I don't rap.
Yeah.
Look at Nelly, got the nigga that don't rap.
I think the problem is y'all messed up the game too, because I think now niggas just put everybody on their crew, even the nigga that don't rap, and they still make him rap.
Yeah.
Like,
we ain't making him rap. What I say we did was, it's the longest running trend.
Yeah.
That's sing-songy style.
Yeah.
It's the longest. I told you this I don't know if I said last interview in the 70s, it was not let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? Then the 80s, it became a little more. By the time the end of the 80s, it got a little more complex. By the 90s, it was the flap, ding, ding, the flap, bat, the lap, the bat, the bat, that, the that. So then when we came, and people did the sing-song style before us.
Yeah.
The Rest of Development. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? CeeLo. Mm-hmm. Bone had more harmony.
Yeah.
Not the melody.
Yeah.
Bone. And you say, I say bone. Then you say bone. Different.
Yeah, they was like the singers in the corner, harmony, on the corner back in the day.
Yeah, so, but ours was about the melody of it. And that's what's, in the singing rap, You know what I'm saying? It's the longest running trend.
This on Versus. Did you see A-Ball MJG versus UGK? Yeah, you check that out.
I missed it. I wish I would have seen that. Yeah. I didn't care about that because I like them. I know them. I like them.
Yeah.
All, so
that's what it wasn't so competitive.
Yeah, they can't.
It was just it was just turned up. It was cool. But I brought that up to say, as I'm listening to you and Big Gip album, Kinfolk, is that I think y'all might got like the last Pimp C verse before he passed almost.
Yeah, I was with him around the time with that.
Yeah.
I was with him out every day around the time with
that. Yeah. I was just refreshing listening to it and I was like, man, this was my jam. I like that song a lot. And I was like, damn, I looked at when it came out, I'm like, he died some months after this. So
we did, if you go to his album, we did a song on his album. He's called Big Handsome.
Yeah.
Big Handsome. Big Handsome, Big Handsome.
Yeah.
All Big Handsome. You gotta get from under Nellyville, Big Handsome.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. You don't understand the formula. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big bro, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
You know, Big Handsome, you gotta get from under. But he loved Nelly though. You know, he just saying.
He was just saying go on your own. Like, he wasn't saying nothing like
Big Handsome.
Yeah.
Come down there and the girls be like, Big Handsome, what girl like you, Big Handsome, you gonna get money. I'll be like, it's cool.
That's what I said. You knew Pimp C, and Pimp C is still just a super. I think Pimp C getting bigger. You know what I'm saying now than like right after he passed. I feel like it's just a Pimp C thing. Like, cause Drake, he's sampling Pimp C every album, and it's just Pimp C legend is getting bigger and bigger. Mm-hmm. Is there any stories you got with Pimp C you want to share?
Pimp. I used to it's so many with Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mama was so interesting. She was R.I.P. to his mama. She's what Dickie every day. And just being around the Pimp, you know what I'm saying? Just him coming and picking me up in the gray one, the gray Bentley.
Yeah.
Before he smashed it up and went and bought him red. And not one word was flaw.
Right.
Was cap.
Yeah.
Not one word was capping them rhymes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where it is around Pimp all the time, and just to be around him and just to hear him, I knew he was, you know, how he did things and how he just, you know what I'm saying, his logic on things, and he was always really frustrated at New York. He had a point. He had a, because when he came out, we all love New York. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't play, you know what I'm saying, like Wood Grain or something like, you know what I'm saying, the one that starts off with a slow beat, like the change gonna come.
Yeah.
Pushing it, the jive, they pushing it. So he was always upset about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where it was interesting. He took Paul Wall had these clothes and he had the South, you know what I'm saying? He was telling him, no man, you gotta take and put Missouri in that, you know what I'm saying? Nellyville, you the South pub daddy, you know. So but I was around him, like, man, him and Gip were close.
Yeah.
Gip from that time, so he was around Pac and
he
was on tour big and around
Gip,
Pac. Yeah.
come through. I need Gip. I need them stories.
Yeah. That's my brother. So if I do a podcast, I got with him.
Yeah.
Two old men on the porch, just talking.
Right.
Conversations, you know what I'm saying? To where I can't, you know what I'm saying? With Pimp, you just gotta love Pimp.
Yeah.
For what he was,
it just seemed like he was so authentically himself, you know. And it's crazy. I'm 33 right now. Pimp died when he was 33. I always looked at him, Bun, from forever. I thought they was 40 when they came out.
Right.
I always looked at them like some OGs, but they was 18, stuff like that when they came. Yeah. And I'm like, I always looked at them like, oh, I didn't look at them no type of way, but it's just people that look like that. Scarface, A-Ball MJG, UGK. I always look at them like they're my elders almost, like they giving me game because they were so smart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then from the South, they dressed different back then. They wanted to be clean. They had frames on. You know, it was a little different. Where Snoop and everybody looked like teenagers around your neighborhood flying flashy and stuff. They was a little different down south, but yeah, man.
That was interesting. I can't tell the stories, but there's always some harsher Pimp.
Yeah.
But he was a good dude. That thing was solid. I was riding the gray one.
Yeah.
Smashed that hoe up, but bought him
red.
Every time I hit the parking lot, take that this shit off. You embarrassing us. Like what? Man, that's 100.
Man, so many stories about everything, man. Man, you an interesting dude because if you just go on the random YouTube searches about Ali, it's so many just little things, right? But I found an interesting story, and I know we didn't talk like I know you fuck with Jay music, everything, nothing personal against Jay, but you told a story about when like you met Jay-Z for like the first time or something, and he ain't shake your hand,
Right.
and you just seeing how like the industry's a little shady, like this competition and everything like that, but I had a similar situation. It didn't happen like that, but I heard you tell me that before, and I was thinking about it.
Right.
So I got invited to go to the Allen Iverson Classic, to be media at the Classic, whatever like that. So I'm there. I'm interviewing the players. I'm just doing little things there. Allen Iverson, that's my like the
your age group.
like that's Allen Iverson is a guy. You know what I'm saying? That whole wall full of Allen Iverson pictures. So I don't think I get starstruck by too many people, but. I got starstruck. When AI walked in that gym, I kind of froze up, and I'm standing with D Miles. I'm talking to him. I'm talking to everybody in there. When AI walked up, he's shaking everybody's hand as he walked up. The first time I interacted, I didn't even stick my hand out because I was like, man, if this man don't shake my hand, it's gonna mess my hand up, dog. And I swear I was thinking about that. I was like, I remember when Ali said, "Hov ain't shake his hand." I don't know this man. I ain't about to just. I'm gonna introduce myself later or something like that. But I swear.
Yeah, I'm on the road. That man had on glasses, so he might not have.
Yeah.
My cousin was his security. Big Humsler. He was in the, they call him Big House. So he was like doing like Big Meech.
Yeah.
You know, he went to jail in Boston for.
Is it anybody you got starstruck when you seen him first?
Yeah.
Did y'all see Mike? You ever met Michael Jackson? Oh man.
So. It was a few people, like, it was a lot, you know, Pat the Bell and shit like that. You know, we was seeing, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about everybody, you know what I'm saying? So we wasn't really holding it back.
Yeah.
Brand new, you know, we didn't have no warm up for like in New York and LA and stuff. We came out, boom, 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 10 million, and we in the room with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Bruce Willis and standing there talking to Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking like, and I think I said some goofy shit like, and it's interesting watching y'all talk. Sylvester Stallone was in there, so everybody that was us.
Yeah.
And we was taking pictures when we wasn't supposed to be.
When it wasn't the cool thing to take
we
pictures.
Was like, shit, you a damn lie. They go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm seeing any Wu-Tang,
oh yeah,
it's going down. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking pictures. I remember one time, so mine, like Ray, Ghost, and shit like that. Mine, I was seeing Ray. My cousin Trife, you know, he signed to Ray with the Cream Chain. He produced a lot of shit on his album, like Popularity, some of the jams, biggest records on. So when I hollered at Ray, he was in St. Louis, he was in the hotel. I chopped it up with him. And I said, Ray, I'm gonna let you on, leave you some time, give you some space, you know what I'm saying? And I said, go on, burn out. He was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. I said, no. He said, man, come on, sit down, chill out. You was supposed to be talking about. I'm like, so mine went different from mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I was trying to burn out. You know, he was just talking it up. And guys were like, damn, 5% of how they get down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just so that, him, and then all the old school, LL Cool J. Yeah. I had a talk with him. You know what I'm saying? And I had.
Was there something between him and Nelly back then?
No, they always was little brother, big brother. LL always, when he was on Rap City, he looked at the picture of Country M and was like, that's me right there.
Yeah, because I just know Nelly and LL, they got similarities. Like you could tell Nelly is influenced by LL a lot. And I just always wonder, because LL don't really be liking people.
Yeah, but he
copy, but not copy, but he might take.
Liked him.
Yeah.
Always, because he was at a different age. And he just was in different interviews and stuff. So I got a chance to. I was a big LL fan. DOC.
Yeah.
See, I was with him.
He got a documentary coming out. You see the preview for that? Yeah.
And I was with him in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I got his number, FaceTime. So DLC, he up there on my list.
Right.
DLC, like I'm playing with him. So to be around them, you know what I'm saying? And then they call or get a FaceTime from DLC. You know what I'm saying? And I always cut conversations short.
Yeah.
I used to always, every morning, dropping my daughter off at school, call 50.
Oh yeah.
We talk every morning. He'd be going to the gym, dropping her to school, and I wouldn't call him, you know what I'm saying? He'd bring, you know, we would never talk about music. We'd always talk about the gym or this or that, and the baby got or show he trying to put out, trying to come up with a name for it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my name Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we was talking, and he went through some crazy stuff with some kid who had autism in the mall. I mean, at the airport, and he made fun of him. He didn't know he had autism.
Yeah.
He talked about it. And I was just saying, I didn't give him like I was just saying, for me, I would just say it was a misunderstanding.
Right.
I did not know. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, I'd go take class in autism because he had cancer, so he really didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was just
that's why I said that's interesting that you said like you and 50 cool, y'all friends. Mm-hmm. It seemed like 50 Cent ain't got no friends, dog. It just seems like I just think he ain't got no filter. So it's like he just call out, even if it's my friend, if they do something that's funny to me or something like that, I'm just going.
Yeah, cancer. So if he going at somebody, he only going at who he like.
Yeah, and that's another thing I feel like is damn near. If he make fun of you,
he's trying to.
Because if he don't like you and he making fun of you, it's disrespectful as hell. Like it might say "F your daddy" that passed away or something like that. But the people that he
dumb shit like that, I would never do anything. He talked to comedian now. It was like he did something like, yo, use it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm tripping, like, you know what I'm saying? So he was, if he shot you out, like, he gave me like 10 bands, you know what I'm saying? For Hitman Holla, mother cancer thing, you know what I'm saying? He never had hit me for the, tell me how my money on Monday thing, you know what I'm saying? So when he was doing that, he would always say, yo, you got that bag, get my money on Monday. He was really
promoting people
know you got that bag. He was really, you know what I'm saying? He was really doing that. So he don't play with people he don't get along with because when he come at me, then he got dark humor. Yeah. He gonna lighten the situation up. If somebody beef, he gonna get in the middle of it. Damn, he just went at you. And they say something. He came back kind of hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when Puff, he go at Puff. Puff's son was in the club with him. Yeah. And I mean, he was telling a story. He said, he was in the club. He said, come on. Yeah,
because that's what I said. Like me from outside looking in, people be kind of standoffish. Like, man, I'll stay away from him because I don't know what he gonna do. But as you break it down, he doing that.
He told, come over, and they was like, man, I didn't know y'all be going on my days. I said, no, I look up here. I gotta go with your daddy. I'm trying to get to where he at. You know what I'm saying? He got Ciroc. I'm trying to do this, that, and third. So, no, come on, go with me, nephew. Let's go. Yeah. So then when Kim passed, he was the first one to make a dope post. You know?
So, switch gears a little bit. You do a lot of things with, I mean, you think of Air Force Ones, you think of the Lunatics, you know. But I see you do a lot of things. You call it Prep League, where you restoring sneakers and stuff like that. That's just like a passion of yours that you do, or
The passion is just, if you go back to fourth grade, I started cutting hair in fourth grade. Yeah. My old dude, who was like, I'm Muslim, so Elijah Muhammad taught trade. He taught, open setting out the trunk. So whenever, people set out their trunk and all that kind of stuff, like 80s, 90s, and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even to now, that was something that Elijah Muhammad taught. Yeah. So I've always made a living my whole entire life. I would trade. Yeah. Cut hair. I was cutting her at I was 9. I was cutting my sister and her. Then I would end up, I kept doing that. And then I was in the 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade. I was bringing people with pants on from school, squirting bleach on them, letting them dry, putting them in things, then taking markers. I could draw a little bit, hip hop, fresh, project dance, $10. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that. I was DJing. I had all Cardinal Ritter parties, all the Archdiocese Association parties. So I was getting $2.95 for a party in high school, just to DJ. You know what I'm saying? So you might have 2 parties a month. You know what I'm saying? So then I was doing that. Then I was always cleaning shoes in the hood. Give me your shoes. Yeah. I'll clean them for you. I just knew how to clean shoes and just, you know what I'm saying? Clean them, bring them back. My old dude would make me clean his shoes. If I wanted to drive the car, on Sunday, go to Saints with my dad, or if I wanted to, drive or do something or whatever, he would call home from work on a see, he worked on Saturday too, so he would get home at 3:30, and then about 4 or 5 o'clock he gone. 5:30, 6 o'clock he gone out. Something special on Grand. He was a whole gangster type. You know, my daddy going out.
Yeah.
So he would call home the Browns. It's a shoe tree in the basement. It's on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's drilled in the wall. You put the shoe on there. You slide it out, stretch it. You know what I'm saying? Buff it. You know what I'm saying? By the time he get home, they're in the room, boom, clean. So I can drive the car tomorrow if I go to, or I drive the car when I, back then you had to, let me get it on Monday, let me get it on Wednesday, let me get it on Friday, or whatever you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I would always do that with shoes, and I knew about shoes, and he had a book about a man and a tie, how to do a tie. I know how to do 9 different ties. We used to ship it to us, the Grammys. I did all the ties, you know what I'm saying? I do a bow tie, you know what I'm saying? So I just always...
There's always a hustler, like with anything.
No, I'm not really a hustler.
Oh.
Because
you ain't do...
Okay. I'm not really a hustler because, for one thing, a hustler gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm only selling into this color. Well, I give you 100 for blue. I ain't doing blue. Let me do 100 for red. I ain't doing red. I'm only doing brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a leader. A hustler is more like, sorry, keep on that. They hustle. It's just for the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leader is like for the moral, what's gonna be best for the moral, the long haul. So
yeah.
I don't really have a hustle like that. I didn't. The lunatics, which is my idea, and they put the work in. They did the hustling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really a hustler.
You ain't moving unless you really feel like doing it. At the end of the day, a hustler, they gonna get it regardless. Like
they're gonna put it. They might even have the, you know what I'm saying, the connect. But when you bring it back, like a lot of times the dude who got the connect ain't really as good with the hustling part. You know what I'm saying?
He just got the connect. He lucked up on the connect.
Or personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the connect liked him. Like, you know, he cool. He don't talk that much. He low key. It's a reason why the connect dealing with him. And then if you got some hustlers, y'all go. They gonna get busy. Without them, it all works together because the connect man, I mess with him. He too flashy. He too this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? So, So but it was that. So I've always been that. So right now, I'm just back being me. You know what I'm saying? I play basketball, I did this, did that, but shoes, and then like I really want to just talk about it later in life and just, you know what I'm saying, explain to people like what it is, like how you got that house, how you still got this, how you shot, and want to show them like, nah, if you do this and do this, if I take these shoes here and I say I do 5 or 6 pairs of shoes a day. You know what I'm saying? At 40, 50, 60, 90, if you want icing. You know what I'm saying? It turned into a certain amount of money a day, then it turned to a amount of money a week, then it turned to a amount of money a month. And then between that, I made some forces, put the Gucci or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever on there. You know what I'm saying? That's $300-400. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It depends on how you want it, what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want them sold on and all that. And then I sold you clothing. You know what I'm saying? Then I other shit, you know what I'm saying, too, but just those type of things. If I do all of those type of things and then buying shoes, and so I got stuff where I'm not on my page, where I buy and resell. I might buy them messed up, fix them, and then resell them. You know what I'm saying? Just they're looking for them, the bread, the Jordan, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the 4s and something like that. I get them, look at them, get them, redo them, and then just, I'm in my own time, my own pace. It's just fun around my kids all day. My wife, she chilling, she help. Well, she just help on her end, like getting the site up for me, getting Facebook.
See, I just know you that's why I respect you a lot. Anyway, I could just tell the type of individual you are. You're doing what you want to do. Yeah. You know, people that have some type of celebrity status or anything like that, they might love something and just not do it because of my image. I don't want people to think it's this or it's that. Like, somebody might be like, Ali restoring shoes? Like, what is, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with him or something like that? Then you really look into it. No, he know what he be doing. Like, it makes sense. He missed the Air Force Ones. Like, he put the Dior, everything, the Gucci, Louis on them Air Force Ones. Like,
I can do it.
I think that's dope that he really know how to do that. He just wasn't talking. Like, ain't no capping the rap.
So then it's like when you see the shoe surgeon and all of them, like, yo, y'all super dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of that. And then sometimes they almost look like, you proud of it? Like, what are you? I appreciate it, but what's the? No, I started this, man.
Yeah.
You doubt it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Show me your shoe before this. You know what I'm saying? Because I painted this. You know what I'm saying? Show me somebody that painted it. You know what I'm saying? Because Baltimore was doing the shoe of the month. They was different flavor, different colors, blue and gold. But nobody was doing them. It was like a white, like on B Street, it's a white train. They couldn't wait to airbrush it. And I seen it was like, man, they ain't making enough flavor for me. You know what I'm saying? I could draw on this, or I could paint this, or tape this, and just take it exactly when I would take the tape off. And we could perform.
Yeah.
Shoes. You know what I'm saying? I like different colors.
Man, and just sneaker culture. I know you reposted it, but it was like a TikTok where they was breaking down the Air Force One video. And it's crazy, the forces that y'all was naming, y'all was really naming forces. Like,
They are now that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even,
Great.
yeah, like, it was like y'all was saying things, it was like, the Army fatigue, you know what I'm saying, stuff on the toe. And it's like, we thinking y'all just making up colors, most of them, but nah, it's 2001, 2000. Y'all had them, had the forces.
Nah. We was envisioned. They didn't have no pinstripe. I like the limited edition.
But it was just a couple of them. So did Nike make them after that?
After that.
Oh.
After that, I made the song. I came up with the record. Because I'm the oldest. So it was like my Adidas.
Oh.
So when I came up with it, if you look at the thing that girl that made off the TikTok, mine was the most ones that had the most. Me and Kiwan had the most.
Yeah, that ones was created after that.
Or actually, Murph was like a story. Murphy did the white and blue. The white and blue sound nice.
Make them twice. Yeah.
He said, nothing get the hype on first sight like white on white. You know what I'm saying? 3/4 the low. He still take on the white on white. You know what I'm saying? Me, I like the limited edition, the khaki, the army green.
Yeah. See, when you were saying that, I'm thinking they had the limited edition, the khaki army green back then, because she was putting the shoe up. As she was putting the shoe up, it's like
made off of that.
That's crazy.
And when the video, when you see me holding it, I painted that.
Yeah.
The video, you know what I'm saying? So I made the khaki. They didn't have a khaki, you know, they didn't have a Louis Vuitton one.
Yeah.
When she put it up, he had on that was Rob Bass and Easy Rock. That was DJ Easy Rock. He had on the Louis Vuitton pants. The shoe was just some black and white forces. You know what I'm saying? We were the one to talk about first ones to put the Louis on the thing and on the shoe. In the pattern and putting it on the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now they got the ones, the Louis Vuitton ones, you gotta wait on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep on saying Spurs on the back. You know what I'm saying? The wood grain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got so that was not, that culture was invented by us.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That make it even deeper.
Popularized the shoe.
Yeah.
And then we invented the culture of customizing.
Yeah.
Period.
That's
They
crazy.
made 28 billion. Come on, give me something.
Yeah, Nike wild for that.
No, I ain't said they wild yet because I ain't went to them yet.
Yeah, okay.
They give me wild in a minute. I'm like, hold on, I ain't saying you made 20 billion. I ain't saying give me $1 billion. I'm just saying give me something. What you got?
Yeah.
You got the proof. Like y'all said it. And the shoe blew up after 2002.
Yeah.
I came up with it. Murphy got an interview like, no, I ain't.
He didn't even want to do it. Yeah.
Well, I did. My Adidas, my Valleys. My feelers when I was growing up,
and y'all's song was way harder because Tip tried it with my Air Forces.
Yeah,
it did.
Everybody was saying but it was that time, it was place, it was that right there. So I just stayed on that point. The limited. I ain't no Lakers fan. I ain't even say Boston. You know what I'm saying? But I said the purple and gold for the Lakers, the Broncos, the orange and blue. I like a floppy with ankle socks, low, mid, and on top. With the clear sole. They didn't make the clear ones. Right? They didn't make the clear sole. The laces when it's cold. And when the winter goes and the hot summer flows, then it's back to the all-purpose. I made them the all-purpose with the little dots in the toe.
That's why I was mad. Shout out to Cam Newton, but they was hating on my forces. They wouldn't let me in the spot last night. Cam Newton got the cigar. Put shit like that. It's very upscale. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they Supreme Forces though. They ain't even regular. It was like, nah, nigga. Or you do square toes or something like that. No, but that's crazy. Cause sneaker culture.
Deep.
Yeah, this shit is way
deep. So New York get confused, they get frustrated. I'm saying, no, New York, we got them from y'all.
New York be wanting to take credit for everything though. Jimmy said they started Nike boots in New York.
Well, they arguing with DC.
DC, yeah.
So let them argue with DC because I don't know. I was there at the time.
Yeah.
And DC was wearing them, but see, because I did the skull belts and all that before Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, go back on to
Jimmy.
Just took it to the next level.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that, but I did it before him. But I can't. He did the forces before me.
Yeah.
But he don't argue with me about the forces because I did all of it.
So you think who you think win in them situations though? The bigger who do it the biggest or who do it first?
Who do it the biggest?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just happen to do it the biggest and then the customizer first.
Yeah. See that I go through that a lot with on the small scale doing these podcasts and stuff. Man, ideas get took every other day. Like we did a skit. This is other podcasts is bigger than us. Oh my! Like did this skit verbatim. Like it was.
They should say.
Yeah.
Like we said, we got to shoot from Harlem. We give Harlem their light, so Harlem don't ever argue with us.
Yeah.
Harlem be like, nah, they did it big. They got it from us. They did it big.
Yeah.
So it's always cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now Brooklyn, the Bronx be mad. But Harlem, they never mad because Harlem like, no, they always say they got it from us. You know what I'm saying? They just took it and...
When you don't pay homage, that's when it become a...
Yeah, it's when it should become a, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the song, they not wearing, we ain't put the city on the map. We put the city on the globe. You think they wearing cardinal hats in Ghana because they have a pool hole? You tripping. You know what I'm saying?
So
With the Ghana, they had 4 hats. NY hat. A hat, an LA hat, and an STL hat. In China, they have 4 hats.
And you know, just growing up in St. Louis area and stuff like that my whole life, you don't be realizing, you be thinking stuff be normal, and then when you go other places, like it ain't normal and stuff like that. But that St. Louis, like I was just saying, I grew up Chicago. I grew up my childhood, grammar school. I grew up in Aurora, Illinois, right outside Chicago. And I was telling my homies, I'm like, y'all remember when we was kids? They had this cup. It was at McDonald's for Dennis. It was a Bulls Dennis Rodman cup, and when you put the liquid in it, his hair changed colors on the cup. And I said that, and they all looked at me like, "Nigga, what you talking about?" Because they grew up in St. Louis. Right. So they were like, and I'm like, "Damn!" They had me thinking, "Am I tripping? Like did I make that up?" And then I had to Google it. It's only a Chicago thing. Certain things be like that. Like you think it's an emos everywhere, red hot ripples everywhere, something like that. But it's.
I put us on that.
What?
I went to college, found out that we talked, that we said her, dirt.
Yeah.
So I came back and made an effort to do that. I came home, and Tix is the one who pointed out emos, and Tix did that, and I did that to the Tix.
Yeah.
Because I went like, damn, there ain't no emos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I get on my cocky soldier boy shit, stop it.
I wouldn't be mad. That's what I'm saying.
That's why this year I corrected one thing just to show them.
Yeah.
Like I never said White Castle. Because it's not ours, it's Kansas.
Yep.
We just took this shit. So a lot of times people didn't took White Castle out. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking it into glory, because I was just older than y'all. I went to college. Y'all could do the same thing if y'all was older.
Yeah.
But why didn't older people go to college because they didn't have Bill Cosby and Spike Lee.
Yep.
Bill Cosby, at least sent us to college.
Yeah.
All of us.
Everybody. School days. You know what I'm saying? Different world. Yeah.
So when we went to college, we meshed with people.
Yeah.
Coming to Atlanta, everybody came to the black college because school days and all that. So then we seen, man, that's why Detroit wore them belts. Detroit wore them Versace and all them shirts. Like, damn, we never seen that before.
Yeah.
Was coming in with creases.
But that's how you know you really set a trend though, because when you see them go, like I said, you go to LA anywhere and you go to a small hat store, they gonna have a Yankee hat, they got a St. Louis hat, and wherever city you in hat. Yeah. That's for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know when you made a real impact and a real trend, when something that normal to you is normal everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They love all the other letters.
Yeah.
STA.
Yeah.
They just love that look. So.
All right, since you my industry insider, so it's like it's stuff going on in the music industry right now that it's confusing to me, but I want to see if you I'm sure you understand it better than me. So being that you was a part of Diamond selling album, like you said, I wanted to know how much money do a Diamond album generate? Like just on the
For us,
ballpark Vicky.
A ballpark for us was like Country I'm a Diamond. That was like 370 million.
Yeah.
And that's worldwide. Because you got to think at the time, 2000, CDs was $16, $17.
Mm-hmm.
And then overseas, they was $29 to like $39.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So there was a way different cost overseas. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the Diamond album for us was like around 370 million.
So, and that's how much it generated then. It's still generating money today with streaming and everything like that. Yeah. Your music is just the masters and everything like that. It's a trend going on in music right now that you see every week is a different person. This person sells their masters for 200 million. Justin Timberlake just sold his master for 100 million. Lil Wayne sold 70% of his masters for like 100 million, something like that. I always thought the masters was what the goal to keep and always keep your bread. Why are people selling their masters like this? And do you think it's a good idea to do that?
I don't, because I still got my publishing. You know what I'm saying? So the masters and basically the catalog. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Yet in today's culture, there's a couple parts to it. Today's culture is so competitive about the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many people. Then COVID showed improved.
So you think people just not unsure about the future? They're just trying to get that bag right now, and
it was COVID showed that a lot of rappers didn't have enough money left to last a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they swooped in and started buying it, it was the perfect time. Most of it was sold during that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of it was sold during that time. And so coming up, like, and then some of people got like tax problems and stuff like that, to where just to get all the way out of all that and get a fresh start, you got rid of that, and then you feel like I still got shows, I still got this, or I still got that, or you know what I'm saying, something else to generate some money. You know what I'm saying? But the right now is they give you offers you can't refuse.
Yeah,
it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because your publishing checks can be for a really good artist, say Wayne or something like that. It could have been, I don't want to insult him or oversee. It could just say if it was, you get them twice a year. So just say, for instance, I'm just saying how it could be way more or way less. I don't know. Just say every twice a year he was getting up 150,000. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Say it was, but if they finna give him 100, that bulk, that money, he looking at it like, man, I could invest in some wing stops and some, you know what I'm saying? And
believe in themselves to an extent, like I can make some more hits too.
Right.
Yeah.
I can think that too, like you're saying. But me, I'm like, no, that is the generational wealth. Yeah. You got to sacrifice.
And I think to a certain extent, people have masters and a lot of things, and they own them, but they might not know what to do with them. And they selling them to these companies that can get your music in movies and commercials and stuff like that.
That's your publishing deal.
Oh,
your publishing deal is what's getting you. That's why Pusha T got the Arby's commercial. He got that because his publishing company, they got an admitting part of it where they're getting a percentage of his publishing.
So that's why they would want to work for you and make sure it's making some money, catalog making money.
Keeping them out there doing that type of thing. So now you're going to have like the bigger ones always, when you got the crew. You got the Snoops, and then you got the Daz and the Corrupts. You know what I'm saying? You got the Nellies, and you got the Mercury's, the Ali's, you got the up unders.
Mm-hmm.
It's holding theirs. It's a better look for the under,
right? To
keep it. The above, they want theirs because it's worth so much, and then they offer them so much money. Then plus everybody got hit by that. Recession, the COVID, which caused a money problem. So it's easier for, just as an example, it's easier for me to make. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easier for me just to hustle. You know what I'm saying? And sell shoes and do things because it come off like Lee grinding.
Yeah.
If he was to do that, it'd like he fell off.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to hold, and I still got all mine. You know what I'm saying? Air Force One still come. It's enough. If they came with an offer to me, it was like, nah, that wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Them hundreds of thousands wouldn't be enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just keep getting them twice a year.
Right.
And then me being 50 next month, I'm looking at it like, nah, that's, because sometimes it pop up on J. Cole, like Dreamville, Air Force One, that check me fat.
Right. Yeah.
They did a song where we so, you catch me, but you can always tell who sold it because you see it on the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Yeah.
You see a commercial, you just see the whole words, shit, real love, damn. So that's about somebody else about that.
Yeah.
So but if I hold on to it, and then you need to use it, it's life changing. They make something like a part of that song.
I got a couple questions for you. These just random questions just to get your insight. So, Ben, you coming up on 50? Congratulations too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's old age. I can't wait till I get old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if you could be remembered by one thing, what would you want it to be?
But one thing, if I could remember one thing, it'd be I know what it is. I'm trying to super them all up.
You're going to be remembered by many things, but just one thing that stand out important to you.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's a good man. A good citizen. Good man. And I want to say a good husband and a good father. So I really want to act, good husband, good father.
Yeah. I think that all coming too. Good man, though. I think
that's why I say good man is a man is just M-A-N to meet all needs. Not wants. I can't meet all your wants.
Yeah.
My wife and all my daughters, I can't meet them wants. They want to. You know what I'm saying? But I can meet all needs. But that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the records and all that kind of shit. That's cool. I ain't tripping off that shit. I ain't gonna never win that. You know what I'm saying? And being a good person, that's relative.
Yeah.
You don't know what a good person is. It could be, you think this, I think that. I just wanted to be known as being a good husband, a good father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of my shit.
If you could go back and talk to your 18-year-old self, what advice would you give him?
I can go back and talk to my 18-year-old self. What advice would I give my 18-year-old self? I'm trying to find. I had this question before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you something different.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My answer would be I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah. Because you wasn't one nothing different. Yeah. One thing changed.
I did a song with, I don't know, I think Darius Rucker got a song called This. You know what I'm saying? Just think one little thing could have changed all of this.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't turn out like I planned. Maybe that's why I'm such a lucky man. For every stoplight I didn't make, every chance I did or I didn't take, all the nights I went too far, all the girls that broke my heart, all the doors that I had to close, all the things I knew but I didn't know. Thank God for all that I missed because it led me here to this. Because if I'd have made that light that night, I might have crashed.
Right.
If I'd have made that light, I might have missed an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah. You like how everything turned out.
I'm trying to find something for you.
Yeah, no, but that's perfect right there. Because
18-year-old self, I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nah, go on and keep going the way you're going, pimp. People want me to say, you would say, nah, don't write this and let him keep that. Nah, fuck this shit up.
Yeah.
You know, we might not have had them hit records and then some dickhead shit. That's selfish as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you didn't want to. Like, that's mean as fuck. Like, nah, it's cool.
This is the last question I got for you. Could you name like 3 influential people that like music industry, just not people that people would know? And I'm sure you got an uncle or something like that. Your daddy, your father, exactly. Yeah. I already know.
Somebody's always calling his father. You know what I'm saying?
Just people like in 3 most influential people like in the industry that influence you and just how your mindset is going into this. Yep.
Dame Dash. Just take them. That's more of my 90s. The 90s is my 20s, so that's what my mode. That's what molded. You know, so I was in the 80s.
All right, your first 2 already. I can see that right now. Like I watched the Wu-Tang series. You watched the RZA. You the RZA, and for the Lunatics. Like, that make perfect sense. I'm waiting on the Lunatics series
Dame.
on Hulu. That'd be
The
crazy.
The third would be it's I just packed 3 in. 3 would be, you know what I'm saying, Russell. It's a bunch of things from everybody. P, Tony Draper. You know what I'm saying? I said and talk to Tony Draper a lot. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince, you know, Jay, you know, a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? 3 would just be smashed into, but for 4, it's me, Dame going to prep school and stuff like that. I mean, well, me being in prep school and me being as cocky as Dame. You know what I'm saying? I relate, like I'm never not relating to Dame and what he's saying, and it's just flowing out like that shit just flow out. It don't really talk. And then the RZA, you know what I'm saying? But I can go and get a bunch of like, you know, I can draw from a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like Russell Simmons and all of them, and I don't want to discredit none of them. Like I did learn from them. I learned from as parts of me that want to be like Baby, Cash Money. Like I wish I was a stunner like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you feel like I'm just not that person, but I wish I could be.
Yeah, we was talking about spirit animals. Like I said, Cam, I said, like if you had a spirit animal, Cam Ryan would be my spirit animal, even though I ain't as flamboyant and not disrespect, but just I'm kind of reserved. Yeah. But that's just my personality. But that's how I kind of want to be.
That's a deep thing.
Yeah, you know
that's
what I'm saying?
You marry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My wife real quiet. I'm kind of loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want no loud ass. You know, she don't want no quiet ass dude. Like, go quiet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but mine like that. So I fall under that. I wish I was 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could. Like, it looked good on him.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of shit on the gym with this and all that shit. If I put it on, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But it looked right.
That's dope. That's dope for him. Yeah,
I wish, because that's him, Jim Jones, all of them made they self-stars. They put the work in. Yeah. I don't have that type of drive. That's one thing I wish I could have changed about myself, because then would have changed Murph. Me being always in the
laid back, that's what had him
like
kind of
like
like that.
To where, like I made a post where he said he's his granddaddy, he just be sitting. I just want the money to go home.
Yeah, you know who Murph remind me of? Lloyd Banks.
Yeah,
because it's like that was the stigma on him. People would look at him like, oh, Banks could be this, Banks could be that, because he was so talented. Yeah, Banks is nicer than 50. Yeah, Murph is nicer than them. Like that was always like a thing, and it's just like them. They just was cool with themselves, and like they gonna work when they gonna work, you know, and do what they gonna do. That's a comparison I always
wish that I hadn't. If I'd have been different, he would have been different. That's my son. You know, so if I'd have been different, he would have been different. He would have been in that note a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put him on Bougietto. You know what I'm saying? My first single, him, because he coming out next. You know what I'm saying? But he still that's him anyway.
How you feel about the album Heavy Starch?
It's a jazz classic. It ages well.
Yeah, it do. I listened to it this morning. I listened to it this morning.
So I ain't tripping at the time. I ain't tripping now because I was mad because I sold like 60,000, 70,000 in the first week. I'm like, damn, now that would be like, damn.
Yeah, that's right. a big W nowadays and stuff.
So, and then I feel like it possibly can be, you know, because now it's albums that got dope samples on it that's used now that they wasn't really popular in the 60s. They wasn't really popular in the 50s, the 60s, and 70s. But now that, you know, I think that project might be that, because I get so many people in my DM and inbox and all that be like, 33, that's now woke and know about certain, just 33, just at age, like, bro, at 20 years ago or 18 years ago, I was 20 years ago, you was 13. Look, I did not get that.
No, over my head, yeah.
So now at 33, you look like, he was telling us stuff.
And that's what I was, they was, the nigga, shout out to Dino, the nigga was asleep, but I'm down here just listening, I'm listening to music. I'm like, man, Ali said some shit, especially me getting older, learning about Elijah Muhammad more, you know, reading Mr. Black Man and learning more about 5%ers and stuff. You wasn't talking no different than Wu. Right. Your slang was just different, you know what I'm saying? But the knowledge you was talking on there, you was talking just like that. And at the time, I ain't know that. And I blame my older brothers, my brother Raphael stuff. He put me on a lot of music, but he was into like Wu-Tang and everything like that. He wasn't into Nelly and what was going on at the time. And after I'm gonna play that for him, I'm like, bro, you like this. Like you would have liked this shit. You missed this back then. Like, and that's why I asked you how you feel about the album, because I feel like it's a great album. You know what I'm saying? Still. And it's just a slept-on album. But with streaming and stuff like that, you can always go back and do it.
So it just, and to see.
I'm just happy that you appreciate the album too, because some people they got horror stories about it. An album that they deemed it wasn't successful. So it's like, oh man, I would have did this different.
I love it. I wouldn't change it no way because what it was the reporter named Shabi Allah, great friend of mine now. He wrote it right up on the album.
Yeah,
this album is schizophrenic. It's schizophrenic. He say it just said if it's got 12 songs on it. He say it's got 3 songs on it that's just whack. It's fuck. He got 3 songs on it that's I get it.
Yeah.
He got 3 songs on it that's dope. Then he got 3 bangers. Why the fuck did he keep doing this?
Yeah.
But that was the 3 he did thought was whack. I really wrote them for nothing. The 3 that he thought was okay. It was, if we just cut up 3 to whack, the 3 that was dope and 3 that was super banging, these I wrote from Nelly, and it would have been doper. Because I just wrote that album, so I was confused. Like, damn. So that was my third album.
So you think? Did you saying like you bring it up, and it's your boy now, but you bring it up a journalist from 20 years ago?
Yeah, that's my partner.
Did y'all really? Did that stuff really bother you back then? Like with a journalist? Because
not when he said it was schizophrenic. He explained it to me. Like, I really was all over the place because, and then when I sit and talk to him. And we sat and chilled, and I went down there to the pageant, the hotel next to the pageant. Picked him up one morning. When he come work for the Source. He come down. So every down, I'm gonna see him, but I go get him and take him to the airport. And the morning we drive, I said, he told me what it was. I'm like, yeah. And when I explained to him, he's seen it. Like, I was on my 3rd album. You know what I'm saying? I was on my 3rd album. Country Grammar was my first one. You know what I'm saying? I falls through in the Hummer, Murphy the Don, Nelly Kiwan, Lisa Kiwan with this change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the best sons of the Sean John, you know, one none. Partner, I got a rap leaving here, swole up. On top of all that, I got this rap sold up.
Yeah.
When I pull that thump, sold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me all them rhymes.
yeah.
And look, give me all them, okay, and boom. See, I was on my 3rd album.
See,
It's
just I ask you that because I'm at a level right now doing the podcast, and it's people that ask me for my opinion on the music, or I give my opinion, and they might get offended. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, I ain't say nigga use a bitch ass nigga or nothing like that. I wasn't feeling that because of that or that, and I get confused. I'm like, damn, they be really worried about little old me. Like I'm thinking, but people really listen to the streets. They act like they don't care, but they care sometimes. That's why I was asking, what was your opinion?
I'm gonna deal in equality.
Because I'm pretty sure Country Grammar, like y'all remember, you remember what Country Grammar got in the Source? What was it? What they get? Country Grammar
3.5, 3.
Yeah.
3.5. But see, number 1 was the coming with the rank. Number 1 was this new dude out of Detroit named Royce the 5'9". It was a big thing.
Yeah. They gave Royce 5 mics.
Nah, he just got a better rating. Like this will come.
Did y'all get mad at the 3.5? Yeah.
Nah, like to me that was 3.5 was cool. Like,
Yeah.
I got like 3 or
Yeah.
something. He was just because of them last 3. He was like, I ain't gonna cut him short because it's them 3 Oreo 360. He was 5%. So and like certain ones like Crucial and shit like that were. I said I met 3 different girls. One name was Cream. One name was Moon. One name was Present. See, and the 5% is like the moon is the sun, the woman is the moon, and then present, like the past is the man, the present is the woman, the Future's a child. So
Yeah.
he, you know what I'm saying? Like
He
damn,
got it,
like,
yeah.
like so
Stuff that I heard when I was a kid went over my head, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So that right there was just inequality. If you're dealing equality, if you're dealing as a podcast, you say something, give an opinion. It's just like, yo, once you say the good and the bad, it's like I like this part. I just didn't like that part. That always has a person. I respect that. Like, okay, cool.
But if you just shitting on everything you're doing,
like,
yeah.
Damn, like it's something. If you can't find something good
To say, leave it
say,
alone.
you can't. That's 6, and you can't rise above 6. You can't hit 7. 7 is God. If you can't find something good in everything, if the devil wrote a book, I'm reading it because I want to know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's something good and every, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to find something good. I might not be a Christian, but you know, what's wrong with it? This, that, and third. What's right with it? It was always there for black folks. It always did. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do that to where you're not. But that right there, and I told him, I said, yo, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I had rope. Country Grammar went diamond.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. You know, I did a lunatic guy. We double platinum. So, no. I know you ain't say no. That was a lunatic song.
Yeah.
That would just been a lunatic record. I just write the hook and then everybody put their verse down. Then, let me in. There you go. I love it when you.
Why y'all ain't have a video for that?
That was, Wiggle Wiggle.
Yeah.
Now we got a video for Let Me Know.
Oh, did y'all?
Yeah, you can go on YouTube. It's on there.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of it just was done with us.
Yeah.
Because they was trying to get back to rap with me.
Oh.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Country Grammar did good a song. EI did good a song. We did 3 million. Ride Me came out, took us to 8, 9 million. They was always trying to get back to a ride with me. Always. Bad Rep came out, did win #1 on the rap show out there. It was like, whatever.
With another ride with me.
You know, ride me, boy, they made a killer. You know what I'm saying? So they were always trying to get back to a ride with me.
Yeah.
The Lunatic album came out, did good, and they didn't care about Let Me In Now.
Yeah.
It was Rocking at Home.
That was the song.
Right?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite song of that era, like Lunatic era. Let Me In. That's my favorite song.
Beach Catching. I wrote all them hooks.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I wrote all them hooks. That was my 3rd album.
Did you write that verse with Nelly?
I ain't know when we the tips.
I was about to say, I was like, that was Nelly's verse. That was his verse right there. He snapped on that
verse.
verse. I was like, that was his verse right there.
What's it like being Nelly? Well, let me break it down. Was that it?
Nuh-uh. It was like, show you got a rump on it, fold over the trunk on the low.
I don't need to write for him because he gonna write a 16.
Yeah.
He just write in his head. So it takes a long time. I write. So I can write, a whole bunch. I can write, so he write and memorize, write and memorize. Now, if he had 3 weeks, he can come up with a song.
Yeah.
But he got 2 days, he got a day. So, really, what you got?
Yeah.
I know you got something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that right there was, but the Lunatic, I just was, and there wasn't no push. It was just like, okay. And when we did the Heavy Starts album, the frustration thing was, nobody helped me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they felt bad at the airport leaving Miami after we recorded. I'm like, dang, y'all did not help me at all. And then they felt bad, like, damn, you the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, we, Country Grammar, it was your album, I helped you. You know what I'm saying? The Lunatics, it was our album. Yeah, I wrote the hooks and come up with choose the beats and come up with the hooks. And everybody got a chance, but I didn't come up with something crazy, like real quick, like, not rushing, but just like, yo, or you might say, what you got for this? I won't say nothing. What you got for this? Shit, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is the life. 12 pack, loving that. Yeah. Picking up as hoes like a running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they might let all them kids like picking up as hoes like a running back. You know what I'm saying? But so all of that, and then doing all that means something as a writer. You know what I'm saying? So now my album come, and my niggas just burn out. They in Miami kicking it. Oh, he got it, that's lazy. He write everything. He do everything. He got it on himself. I'm like, no, I need y'all in here. Yeah. And they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But I still ain't faulting them or blaming them because I wrote 3 songs for Nelly. I wrote 3 songs for the Ticks. I wrote 3 songs my style. I got this, the first one. Yeah. I just went in. Bars. I mean, the meal must be sealed before they respect the L and realize it ain't for us. It's all full of veil. I passed that so I can educate the uneducated and stress the fact we've made it. Zest the fact we celebrated. We finally made it. Went from buying pounds From Mr. Down Down Baby, playing it cool, fed ducking, click clack crazy, getting good crack daily, pay me. My tree of life was precise through a swisher and a light. Boy, get it right. Before I go left, baseline, pay off the ref, technical file you and fuck your cheerleader to death. From the studio and right to the block. Got writer's block. Because everything I write for the block is right for the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, good. That was 2000. You know what I'm like, so I could just rap the whole album like that. That's what he was saying on the thing. Like, just rap the whole album like that. And he right. But I'm like, nigga, I just wrote you and you were diamond.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. Like, should I try this? The Blue Shadow. You know what I'm saying? If I gave it to you, it would have boomed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I don't know. I just did not know. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Should I do this or do that? Do this or that? I ain't mad because I got them DMs from them kids saying, you said don't eat this. You said do this. You said do that. Man, that shit hard. That album up there with, that's all I need now.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I wanted you to speak on that album, man, because that definitely you was spitting on there. You was talking on there, and we just got our Ali freestyle, right. Real quick. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much, man, all I had. The question, but that's a great conversation with you. Like I said, man, we gotta do this again. You need to start your own podcast. You need a producer for your podcast. I'm right here. Reason to Doubt, right here for you.
I do them though. Just me and me and Gip can find a way to be ourselves. We on the phone talking.
It's a podcast right there. I bet.
Breaking down the Rico Act. You know what I'm saying? Giving it to you raw, like what should have been done. Shouldn't have been done, loving the kids, loving them enough to say, don't do them like this, but do them like this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta chill. Mm-hmm. You can talk about anything in the world. I shot 2 people last night, killed them, blew their heads off. If you didn't really do that. Yeah. Now, if you really did that, that's where you go wrong.
Probably shouldn't be in your raps.
It shouldn't be in your raps. If you did not do that.
Yeah.
Because the United States ain't gonna just give you no case.
And it's just fucked up, because I get that. That's what I'm saying. That's the main thing with that. We speak on like the YSL Rico. I get it. It's some bullshit. You gonna use my rap lyrics, man. You don't say nothing to Sylvester Stallone. He done killed 30 people in Rambo and say Sylvester Stallone called a case. They ain't gonna be like, look how violent he is in this movie. They're not gonna do that. But they doing that with our music. We can't give them the time frame of where a crime happened. And it's a damn song.
It can't be real.
Yeah, like it can't be that. I would never understood that.
You can't shoot my son. And I say, you can't say I just lost 92 bricks and you might have 17. You got 8 bricks still left. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like if Hov was rapping about selling drugs while he was still selling drugs, you can't do that.
That don't make no sense.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
Yeah.
And you gonna rewrite for that now?
And the crazy part is, you see how the white man was saying Young Thug shit with no rhythm? It made it sound real bad then, like because Thug saying it got a bomb to it.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body.
He is saying that person that dead, that he's had something to do with the murder.
I told him to.
Them lyrics sounded real bad then.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, if you didn't have nothing at all in the world, it's totally just made up like Gunna. Because Gunna in there on the, you know what Gunna in there for?
Just being around, ain't he?
Nah, Gunna in there on the speeding and tinted windows. That's his charges.
But they think Gunna gonna tell. I think they it ain't. I don't want to put that on Gunna, but all them people they got.
I think Gunna gonna tell because Gunna told before.
Yeah,
but I don't fault Gunna for telling because what he told wasn't like. Sometimes it ain't. I don't think telling is time. It's like if somebody, if he young, like dude who had Corvette, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He told at 11 or something. Mm-hmm. His best friend got killed.
In front of him,
traumatized. His mama took him to the.
Yeah.
Like, yo, tell him what you know, what you hear. How I'm doing the red car and all that kind of shit. Like, come on now with the snitching.
Yeah.
And then, but you in the rapping about you, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that.
Yeah.
But I'm old and I ain't never sold drugs.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, nah, I ain't doing that because I know I ain't doing it because all they got to do like, Ali, your mother is going to jail. Him. I'm not. So, but you can't never. I'm a sucker or nothing because I never saw.
So I would never be part of that.
Hey, now you can get me on. Man, they ain't got my money lazy. Can you go get it from me? Yeah. Give me money. You know what I'm saying? I can get that for you. You know what I'm saying? I did.
That hustling shit though, you could tell though, like growing up, even like a line that Rick Ross said that went over a lot of niggas' head. He said, "Hugging on your bitch, I never sold you a brick." Like, cause you love your girl so much. I can tell like some shit go wrong. We in there locked up. You thinking, man, Christmas next month, shit like that. Oh, you about to tell because you want to go home. You don't want nobody.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you thinking that different. Man, my family, like I ain't about to play with my mom.
Thinking they could put everybody in the clutch.
Yeah.
To where they gonna feel like it's iffy. I don't understand how they doing it though. I'm not doing that because I already know the old dude was a juvenile officer, so he already in school me like, yo, so you trying to tell me you finna sell this? You bought it from him. What if they own him?
Yeah.
What if they own the person that he sold it to? They own him and they track it back to him, and then you get tracked. It's too many. But
that's the thing. People be snitching because you look at it like this, like how Ali just said. He's smarter than niggas. So I'm not even gonna get involved because people ain't playing fair. But people that's involved. They from the projects. They live in public housing. Your mama on shit. Yeah, but I'm saying, your mama getting from the government. Yeah. You get that charge. Oh, we about to take your mama welfare, everything, stuff like that. Yeah. They telling. They ain't about to have their mama out there. They gonna tell. Yeah, like this.
And then they gonna have the people who like, oh, you're a rat. Man, go in their house. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, right to this present day, go in their house. Yeah. They live in West County. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really, or they
don't know nothing about any of that. They just.
So I have sympathy for them. Like, bruh, don't get in the system. Mm-hmm. Do you understand that? No, you don't. Let's take our time and just stay there for a while. Yeah. See, I'm not getting in their system. I refuse to get in their system. Mm-hmm. You in their system now. Now, once you in their system and 13th Amendment come in, I'm not getting in their system. I'm going to be a good citizen. I cannot just sit and sin all day long on the block hustling and selling dope. That I gotta feed my family. How long are you doing that for? You ain't got no goal. 10,000 want to go at first, nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But okay, cool. You fed your family, but you got on some Balenciaga. What they got to do with the family? You know what I'm saying? If it was just all going to the family and putting it, storing it, then you got it stored. You're gonna sit down with my mama and them and my sister and my wife and all them straight. I'm gonna go and lay down. But I'm saying, nah, I'm not going to just sit and sin. You just smoke weed, but if you just sit all day long, that's a sin. Because the devil's playground is a idle.
Idle time.
Mind, time, fuck all that. Just idle, being idle. Yeah. And too much weed to have you idle. Too much, you know what I'm saying? Just, so I'm gonna be a good citizen. Because I can't just sit and sin. But if I do, they got a place to sit and sin. And I'm not sitting there. I'm not sitting in no box with you talking about this shit all day. And no friend, no pussy. I'm like, man, I'm like, kid, I'm sitting back there smoking square.
Hey man, that was a life bar for y'all, man. From Ali. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you for coming through. No problem at all. I am the Supreme Podcast. Doubt Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe. We'll be here next week. Week after that, we ain't gonna stop. Reason to Doubt. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Dino.
Shout out to everybody that wasn't here. I don't do too many things.
Yeah.
I like y'all.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
50 Cent,
You fuck with you. You don't. Man, that's why I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to the whole city of Atlanta. Shout out to my nigga Dino holding us down. If the camera angle's messed up, it's because Dino was on it today. You know what I'm saying? No, it's gonna be straight, man. But we up out of here, man. One.
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, appreciate you.
You good, G? That shit was fire.
Oh, just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. That camera's still on, wasn't it? We good.
out tomorrow, so I was moving around and shit. It's always gonna be recording at some spot. So
What was the back? You had to change some batteries.
I had to change the battery on this one, and then that memory card went out, so I threw my memory card in there.
That one was straight though, time.
Yeah, this one was cool.
Okay.
Straight.
Yep.
Oh shit! I don't be getting all that shit. That be spitting on that freestyle. That shit was cold. That shit was cold as hell. I didn't even gotta get Ron Taper talk, man.
Yeah, you do. That's what I said. Y'all can have a super deep kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about when you got to the bathroom. See, so my memory card, and so you just gotta get the footage out of this one. Okay, it should just be like. So I had to stop them all at like 27 minutes.
See,